Be mindful. You may never know who knows somebody, who kin to somebody, who saw what you posted. Because you gonna have Ross, big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody would say good buddies, okay? They gay. Both.
Amy and Ross. Yeah, Rick Ross's wild soap parties with D are no longer whispers. They're confirmed drama. DC Young Fly dropped a blurred clip that looks innocent at first, but the real story is way darker. NDAs, no phone rules, and an all-white dress code. That foam wasn't just for fun. It was the perfect cover-up for what they didn't want anyone catching. Now Ross is caught right there next to D, and the receipts don't lie. 3 years back, Ross popped up on the 85 South show with DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, and Chico Bean. Everything seemed chill at first, Ross cracking jokes and laughing like nothing was up. Then out of nowhere, boom. Ross stood up and just walked out. Ross never came back. No heads up, no reason, just gone. He later brushed it off as a scheduling conflict, but DC Young Fly wasn't buying it. In a recent interview, DC straight up called that excuse a lie, and it reignited all the drama. DC made it clear he still respects Ross and his music, but let's be real. That sudden exit was shady and humiliating.
Darn, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it's just,
But then you
we could have those debates, we really could.
Teflon was off the chain.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
and I like the way you followed up
times.
hustling with pushing it. Like, how did you know to come right back on their ass?
You got to.
Right.
Man, just don't take the foot off the gas at all.
Word on the street is, Ross dipped to dodge the tough questions, the kind you can't edit out, the kind that might expose what's really happening behind closed doors. Yeah, people couldn't help but wonder, what was Ross really running from? Even after pulling that shady move, Ross flipped it and said, DC should be grateful he even showed up for 3 minutes. Then, to silence the chatter, Ross dropped a video online, clearly trying to shut the rumors down once and for all. Ross started rambling, saying stuff that didn't even make sense. That's when it became clear. This wasn't just some petty online drama. This was personal. DC wasn't about to let Ross twist the story, so he fired back directly. He said, there were 200 in the back. Ross just didn't stick around. Where was he going? The real question became, why did Ross vanish in the first place? Rumors started flying, linking him to D in ways that went way beyond just music, with some whispering about much more. When Ross suddenly pulled back from certain ties, people couldn't help but ask why.
Let's roll one time and I'm gonna take this jacket off.
Let's
do it.
Yeah, you can't.
Man, stay tuned.
You can't take your foot off for nothing.
All gas.
Oh, I'm talking about for life.
Then DC dropped a blurred clip showing a foam-covered, all-white private party at Ross's massive Promised Land estate. Guests had to sign NDAs, phones were snatched, and thick clouds of soap hid everything. The timing made it even wilder. DC posted it right after Ross hyped another pool party for August 2nd, boldly claiming DC would be there.
Say, first of all, I don't give a
Yeah, I get it.
but I give a because
Try to make it bad.
with you as a person.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before, okay, let's just say before all that happened, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say before all that happened. Bro, I'm listening to you, Ross. I feel like you wanted to. Hey!
Shut the up.
I'm listening to you, Ross. I feel like you probably one of the best lyricists from the South that we got. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you poetic, bro. When I listen to your music, I think you put a lot of time and effort into.
Now every celeb pool party is under the microscope, and nothing slides past unnoticed anymore. Ever since D's freak-off allegations hit, the spotlight's been burning brighter than ever. Old receipts are crawling back out, even haunting Ross's music. Back in 2013, Ross rapped, "Put Molly all in her champagne, she ain't even know it." And that line cost him brand deals fast. Sure, backlash faded back then, but now it feels like a breadcrumb trail.
Moment you lead our show, you went and did a podcast, a white podcast. You sat your ass right there for almost 2 hours.
And didn't leave.
And you talk. And them white folk ask your ass, was you a correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no shit like that, nigga, 'cause we got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently,
Right.
eloquently.
Eloquently, right.
You dig?
50 Cent even called him out, teasing that his D documentary would expose bottles, secret parties, and women claiming they couldn't remember nights. What once got brushed off is now seen as part of a bigger pattern, and that blurred foam party footage. People froze it, zoomed it, slowed it down, turning it into something explosive. Frame by frame, fans started spotting strange details, especially one mystery guest who wasn't even on the invite list. They didn't show up with Ross, and they didn't leave with D either, but they rocked a thick metallic bracelet stamped with a rare emblem. Viewers compared it to old paparazzi shots linked to someone deep in D's circle. No clear names, no faces, but the message hit hard. And here's where things take a darker twist. In 2018, Jonathan O.T.I. opened fire at Trump National Doral. During police questioning, he ranted about being kept as a slave by D, even claiming both D and Ross were tied to secret rituals hidden from the world.
Look, bro, listen, man. I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was and this and that. I came on face, homie, to show love. And don't make it like I walked off on you. I left early. Rose had some other things to do too. But guess what? I came.
Back then, the internet clowned him as some wild conspiracy nut. But after Cassie's lawsuit and those leaked party clips, people are watching that 2018 footage with brand new eyes. Jonathan didn't just talk, he went deep, saying they were caught up in what he called satanic rituals. He even accused them of running so-called secret ceremonies, dropping names like Bohemian Grove and the Bull, which he claimed was tied to the black branch of the Illuminati. Jonathan alleged they locked him down under contract, infected him with an STD, and hid behind heavyweight lawyers like Kenny and Ben Ellis.
Time I come for free, at least have me some lemon pepper wing stop at that. You heard me? But I came for free. I ain't charge you. You feel me? Don't talk about Rose other business. I came and did that for free. And what is the analytics? How the show doing anyway, man? I come back on it and when I'm gonna walk off that the next time and this bitch say, Rose, what's I doing? Of course.
He swore Ross was quietly running his own shadowy agenda the whole time. As wild as it sounds, one thing isn't even up for debate. During his BET Lifetime Achievement Award speech, did Ross really thank Kenny Zeiss by name, live on TV? He said, I thank my brother Hall Pierre, Kenny, missiles.
Big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross. You ain't the only nigga who did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Busta Rhymes did it for free. Snoop Dogg did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it.
That single award moment gave Jonathan's so-called ramblings a strange hint of credibility. Piece by piece, every major claim he made, rituals, NDAs, hidden tapes, Cassie's secret parties, is being echoed from totally unrelated sources. Those soapy gatherings aren't looking harmless anymore. They're starting to look like a straight-up pattern. Thick foam, all-white dress codes, phones confiscated. Suddenly, NDAs feel less like party rules and more like some twisted initiation. The strangest part?
It wasn't the biggest moment. Now, that's one of the viral moments, but Boosie episode 8 million. Got Country Wayne, shit like 6-7 million. Like, we do numbers, we do analytics. Our analytics, we was the biggest before you came, and we was the biggest afterwards. So you always got room to come back to be on the biggest podcast in the world, correct? You dig what I'm saying? But when you call a spade,
old footage resurfaced, showing D and Ross side by side, laughing, covered in suds, washing cars like it was all some private inside joke. In one clip, Ross even says, you know, that tip's gonna be good. Fans couldn't shake how cryptic it sounded.
but you didn't eat it. And we respect when shit to do, bro. Just tell as soon as you come in, hey, little homies, I got an hour. Bet, we gonna try to get you in. Man, we gonna try to get you in about 45 minutes so you can make it to your next destination. Don't pull up, act like you doing us a favor, and then just leave her without saying something. Just say something so we can know what's going on, gang. We ain't tripping. We'll push back up. Your team, we called your team. We called the person who we called when you was on the way. Guess what they said? We don't know where he...
But after all the whispers about freak-offs and ceremonial soap parties, fans started rewatching everything with sharper eyes. When DC dropped that blurred foam party clip, it hit like a straight shot fired. And then the drama got even messier. DC went live, holding back tears, admitting he realized one of his own homeboys had been secretly hating on him the whole time.
Come to the Ricky Rose estate, August 2nd, for the pool party. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna DM my DC Young Fly, tell him come out there. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's gonna be a vibe, August 2nd, hosted by DC Young Fly.
And the way DC said, it didn't sound like he was talking about random trolls. It felt raw, like somebody close really took a jab at him online. That's when DC reminded everyone that the old law still applies, and some things will always get you checked in real life. He never dropped a name, but he didn't have to. The internet would do that part for him. And DC made it clear he's no random clout chaser. He's been deep inside the machine. There's footage of him at Combs Enterprises with the 85 South crew while they were pitching to revolt.
They've made it in dance. Basically what it means, illuminated. Okay? They do satanic ritual, which is basically CIA mind programming techniques to their own family, kids, etc. on the crew, and they bond that way. Okay, so they do.
D himself even hit DC directly once to book a comedy show, proving the ties were real. But here's where the unsettling rumor kicks in. It's not just that D throws wild parties, it's that he documents everything. Rooms, hallways, cars, phones, even bowls, recorded and stored, not just replayed for laughs. So when DC posted that blurred foam clip, people knew it wasn't a joke, it was a warning.
Wash your car for you. We wash your car. We wash your car with no shame in our hustle. When you goddamn getting into that wash, and you know that tip gonna be good, like if you seen goddamn Miss Combs. Y'all better stop buying this slippery soap, man. Pour it on there, and then I just dab it. Yeah, no, then I just, hold on, let me see. You might have. I don't know. You need your sponge. We just almost up the tire shine. Get that time.
That free pass? Gone. Those slippery soap jokes don't land anymore. Not with too many NDAS signed, no phone rules enforced, and side-angle leaks floating around. Suddenly fans realized that foam wasn't harmless. It was cover, hiding whatever was really going down. And right on cue, those polished legal emails started showing up, perfectly typed, way too clean for the usual senders.
Social media gave people the power to not get punched in the face. You think you can say what you want to say, post it, and then be like, yeah, I know he gonna see it. Then if we delete it, you go back and like retype it, and then be like, yeah. Hey man, when I grew up, anything you said, you better be able to stand.
Defamatory, mischaracterizing, remove or face action. That's the cold legal language sliding into inboxes. But notice this. They never say what's actually false. No denial about who showed up. No mention of that bracelet. No word on the NDAS. It's all about running the clock so people panic and delete. And the pressure is real. Platforms start cracking down hard. Accounts reposting even a few seconds of the clip are getting demonetized, flagged, age restricted. Even captions with the word alleged get hit, all meant to scare folks into pulling their posts. But DC isn't some random blog out here. His fan base rides for him heavy, and he can take the hits. While that blurred clip still floats around, Ross is online acting like nothing ever happened. People keep saying leaks fade away, but whispers say there's a longer cut sitting in somebody's files. And if it ever drops, it won't just show foam. It'll expose exactly who stood where and who tried to hide. So don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and drop your thoughts below. Plenty more teas on the way, and you don't want to miss it.